Hello everybody, it's TMOG 217, and I made a trip to Mastermind Toys recently. We're going to be looking at some Marvel CMFs. So I guess this is an unboxing and review of 12 packs. Now these retail for $4.99 USD in Canadian and £3.99 pounds, and officially released on August the 1st. Sorry, no. September 1st is when they released. My bad. And there's 12 figures to collect in all. Now, I should have a full set here. We'll find out. So, let's get started with our first pack. Alright, so again, I think I have a full series. If not, it's going to be a little weird, but yeah. Now, for those of you who watch the channel, you know I like to keep the packaging of some of these CMFs. And for our first pack, which is opened very poorly, we have Monica Rambo. Okay, so for our first figure, we have Monica Rambo from the Marvel's WandaVision show. This figure's alright, definitely not my favorite from this series. If you're trying to figure out which part to look for, I definitely go for that lightsaber piece, as well as the cheese slope, just to verify. My figure actually came with a little bit of scuffed up printing. So, as much as I would like to be bothered about that, I'm not, because it's not my most favorite character, so I'm fine with it. Just call it like battle damage or something like that. But that is a little unfortunate that out of the packaging, it is a little scuffed up. And Monica Rambo does have a brand new hairpiece. I can see a lot of people using that in a lot of cool and fantastic ways. And she does have an alternative facial print. And she does come with her own stand that has the little jumper feature. So that's cool. And for her extra pieces, she does contain the following. Anyway, let's move on to our next pack. Moving on to pack number 2. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so I know the figure that we got here. We got Wanda from WandaVision. For our next figure, we have the Scarlet Witch, or Wanda, from the WandaVision Disney Plus show. This figure looks pretty good. I do like that LEGO went through the extra mile to include an actual fabric cape. That makes me really happy. I don't really have an issue with the hairpiece. I know a lot of people do for some reason, but that's fine. I don't mind. They did a pretty good job for that. She does have a double-sided facial print. I can't help but feel like this is a Supergirl kind of facial print. I don't know. Am I the only one's getting vibes from that? She does come with 2 power burst shot pieces, which is probably the easiest thing to identify this figure for. She does have some nice leg printing. Also, yeah, I forgot to mention dual molded arms. Really nice. Not much else I can say about this figure other than definitely looking screen accurate. Moving on to our third packet. One thing I forgot to point out is that this is an extra piece for Wanda, so keep that an eye out, as there will be 2 pieces like that. Okay, now moving on to our third pack. Who do we got? Who is this? By the way, this might be my cleanest pack opening so far out of this series. Oh! It's the Falcon. Okay, so here we have Captain America, Captain Falcon, the Falcon. All those names, I guess, count for this figure. And, wow, they really went all out with this figure. Right down to having pretty good looking wings. Like, they've tried over multiple years to try and make the Falcon's wings, but I think this is the best version they've made of it. He does come with that shield piece, which is probably one of the most easiest way to identify him. Besides, you know, this big wing piece. Just look for the wing piece, honestly, and then the shield just to verify. But, like, leg printing, arm printing, like, oh, and the printing on the wings, too, on both sides. Also, you have a Red Wing, which is a tile that just sits on there. So I like that they went through that extra detail too. I'm pretty sure if like you hooked up a clip piece, you can have the shield there or something like that. It's up to you guys. But as for the hairpiece, it's definitely a unique hairpiece. On camera and in person, it looks a little weird, but it's all right. It's all right. I'll give it a pass. Now, as for what it looks like without the wings, you have some detailing for a backpack. Also, just realized that's actually dual molded legs, plus a lot of printing. Yeah, like when I say LEGO went all out on this figure alone, they really went all out on this figure. It looks spectacular. Anyway, enough gushing over this figure. Let's move on to the other packets. Alright, fourth packet. Here we go. So far, I'm really happy with how these figures are turning out. They look spectacular. Oh, who is this? Oh. It's T'Challa Star-Lord. Okay, so here we have T'Challa Star-Lord. This is an amazing figure, honestly. You got dual molded legs. They went through for including some printing on the side of the legs as well as the front of the legs. Torso looks great from all angles. And he does come with those blaster pieces, which is probably the easiest thing to identify this figure with. And he does come with a unique hairpiece, so that's cool too. And that can be swapped out for the Star-Lord mask. That just looks awesome. But yeah, no back torso facial print, unfortunately, but I think this is a great figure to have, especially if you're a T'Challa fan. Anyway, let's move on to our next pack. Oh, wait, before we do that, this is also an extra piece, just to caution you guys, because he does have that jump action tile piece thingy. So anyway, now we're moving on to our next pack. Okay, so I feel like we can kind of start picking up the pace a bit for opening up these packs, so let's do that. Next up we have... Oh! That's Vision's cape, isn't it? Yeah, that's Vision. For our next figure we have the White Vision. This was the same character that was shown in WandaVision. I think they captured this figure pretty good. A lot of people complain about the colors, but I think it's fine. I like it. And as for the stone piece, where the Mind Stone used to be, people say it should be blue, but there was a brief second, or not a brief second, a few minutes where it was actually in orange, so I don't mind that, honestly. He does come with a computer of sorts, which actually makes it so that it's quite easy to look for this figure. You just look for a 1x2 tile, and then just literally the pieces to make up a book, because that's essentially what this whole little miniature build is. My memory on the WandaVision show is a little foggy, so I don't know if the computer like this is actually used, but got the sword emblem and just like the hex, I think is what it was called. So, yeah. Again, comes with a nice fabric cape, which I like, and has some back torso printing, as well as some dual molded legs, side leg printing, as well as on the front. Just an overall, a great figure. Anyway, let's move on to our next pack. Okay, this is our 6th pack. And we have... Oh! Captain Carter. So here we have Captain Carter. This is my favorite character so far in the What If series, and I think that they've captured her quite well. They even introduced a new color for a shield piece, a dark blue. So I like that. The Tesseract is a different build from the one included in the What If set, the Hydra Stomper set. It consists of 2 1x1 square tile stud thingies, and they're, I don't know, a different, unique color. It's got a little sparkle to it, so that's very interesting. I do like the leg printing on both the side and the front of the legs, plus it's dual molded legs. I like this new hairpiece. I think a lot of people who like for example, people who bought the Downtown Diner modular, they're going to have a lot of fun making custom figures with this hairpiece. Captain Carter does have a double double-sided face, as well as some back torso printing, which you can see better now. But yeah, and in terms of extra pieces, she does include one extra 1x1, so if you're looking for this figure, look for the shield and then look for the 1x1, is what I'd say. But yeah, let's move on to our next fig. Alright, pack number 7. There we go. I hope I didn't cut anything, it was a little resistant. Oh, there's a shield. Oh, we got Bucky Barnes. Okay, so here we have Bucky Barnes. This is the outfit / version of him from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show on Disney+. I do like that detailed printing on the arm, for the vibranium arm. Not that much leg printing, or, I don't know, it's a pretty generic torso. Generic looking, not generic. The shield is the same as the one included in the Captain Falcon figure. And he does have a unique facial expression that is double-sided. Now, if you're looking for this figure specifically, I would try to look for the shield, and then to verify, look for the 2 knives that are normally held together onto this piece like that. So it's going to be a little weird, but yeah, that's what I'd say go for if you're looking for this figure. Anyway, moving on to our next figure. Pack number 8. We have Daughter of Thanos, Gamora. So here we have Daughter of Thanos, Gamora. I don't know much about this figure because the episode hasn't released yet for what this figure is based off of, but definitely an odd choice. I kind of would have expected there to be a Doctor Strange Supreme instead of this figure. Again, I haven't seen the episode for this figure, so I can't necessarily say I should judge, but I don't know. It kind of feels like a repaint of the figure that's coming in the Sanctuary 2. Is that what it is? Just with green arms and, you know, it's Gamora. Now, if you're looking for this figure, look for not 1, but 2 lightsaber pieces. That's the easiest way to identify that you're looking for Gamora. I do like that they had some printing on her hairpiece. Not sure if that's the same as any other Gamora figure. And for her facial expressions, she does have 2 of them. Anyway, that's it for this figure. Let's move on to our next one. Okay, pack number 9, just making sure that there's nothing in the way when I cut into the bag, because you never know if there's a figure with a cape in there or not. Oh, we got Silvie. Alright, so here we have Silvie and Crocodile Loki, or Croaky as some people call him. This is based on the Loki Disney Plus show. They did okay with this figure. Kind of wish there was some leg printing. Kind of can be consistent, I guess, a little bit. She does have a machete in green as her accessory. I do like the dual molded hair piece. And she does have a double-sided facial expression. So that's cool. And as for Croaky, literally, if you're looking for this figure, search for this crocodile. The crocodile is the easiest thing to feel for. Kind of a bummer he doesn't have the horns, but what can you do? I'm pretty sure there's ways where you can modify it using that stud, but that's what it looks like on the belly side if you're trying to get an idea what this figure looks like. But yeah, also a thing to note is this figure also does come with an extra machete. But yeah, next figure. Okay, pack number 10. I think there's 3 more characters left to get, so hopefully no duplicates. Oh! It's Spider-Man. Okay, so here we have Zombie Hunter's Spider-Man. This is probably one of my most favorite versions of Spider-Man in minifigure form. It comes with 2 minifigure heads, and the Doctor Strange cape. At least that's what it looks like in the trailers. Unfortunately, this figure has the cheap fabric cloth cape, and it is a 2-piece. So I'm a little disappointed about that, but there's nothing much you can do. If you're looking for this figure, look for the long spiderweb string piece. Yeah. Alright, so removing the cape and also showing his alternate facial expression, you can kind of get a better look at the figure. So, I do like they have some printed web shooters, dual modal legs, very highly detailed printing all over. Very much appreciate that LEGO did that. Now, if you want to know what Peter looks like with his mask on, there you go. And if you're wondering what this figure looks like with the cape on, with the Spider-Man mask on, there you go. Looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. And as for extra parts, you do have that to look forward as well. But if you're looking for this figure, again, just look for the web piece. But let's move on to our final 2 packets. Okay, second last pack, everyone. And we have... Come on. Oh, Loki. So here we have Loki, or TVA variant Loki, and this is based off of the Loki show. I do like that they went through the effort of making the back of his torso say variant. Also, there's his alternate facial print. The hairpiece is Luke, like Old Man Luke's hairpiece in black, so that's nice. You do have the TVA as a mug, so I like that. Kind of a little bit of leg printing, it's alright. But I think a lot of people are going to get this figure just for that Throg, or Frog Thor. This is a kind of an interesting little micro figure. It's got some back molding and printing. He's got a little Mjolnir. Now, as you can see, you can get a minifigure to hold on to Throg or fight over Mjolnir. But he could also stud in, like be placed in the city somewhere. So, I also know that there might be some people out there who want to army build with Throg. But yeah, nothing much else I can say about this figure other than great addition to the CMF. Now, let's open up our final pack. Okay, this is our final pack. We only have one more figure to get. Let's hope we get it. Moment of truth. 3, 2, 1. Yes! Zombie Captain America! Okay, so here we have Zombie Captain America. This is probably the most anticipated figure I've wanted to get out of this entire series, especially after seeing the first What If trailer. It's my most anticipated episode I want to see out of the What If show. He does have 2 separately, differently molded, dual molded legs, and they have printing all over it. Even the shield is exclusive looking. Like, oh, that's awesome. And then, like, the exposed arm. Like, even the helmet. Like, by the way, guys, if you're looking for this figure, look for the helmet, and then look for the helmet, and then look for the shield. Yeah, the printing on this is just spectacular. And then if you remove the helmet, you get to see more of Zombie Cap's face. And they even threw in a little bit of printing on the back of the head, which they didn't need to do, but is a nice touch. So, that's cool. I like that. Anyway, let's give my final thoughts on all these figures. One thing I almost forgot to do is show you guys the checklist. So that's what that looks like. Again, 12 figures to collect. And at the back, they show you how to assemble the 4 characters. And then you got Spider-Man swooping in. And then they win as well. Overall, this is a great CMF line. I can see a lot of people going out of their way to get the entire set. I think the weakest figure of the series is probably Monica Rambo. Just because, like, she's such an obscure-looking character and not as detailed compared to all these figures. There's a few figures I wish they would have included, make it 16 characters. Like, I don't know, I would have liked a U.S. agent in his blue uniform, for example. Or a Doctor Strange Supreme, you know? Like, maybe we'll get a series 2 of these, hopefully. I would like them to. I hope the series does well enough for them to do it. But in terms of what figure is probably my favorite, if I were to give a top 3, Zombie Captain America, Falcon Captain America, and then probably Captain Carter. So in other words, Captain America variants. So, I don't know. That's pretty much it for this unboxing and review. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this little video, consider leaving a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, hit that bell notification. It'd be very much appreciated. But yeah, again, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you all in a future video. Until then, see you later.